Libra. Hey, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading that is also timeless. Hello, it's me. I'm here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome today, and it is my pleasure to do so. So, without further delay, let's get right into it. I have the Starman Tarot today, which is kind of based around David Bowie. I love it. I have the Cosmic Tarot today, and I've got the Mondacht Lenormand, which I believe I presented last week to you. We're going to be working with that again. So let's get right into it. I love the Starman Tarot. It's gorgeous, but the cards are freaking huge. I don't like oversized cards at all. They are obnoxious to shuffle. That said, I did my due diligence and shuffled them as thoroughly as I could. It took a long time shuffling them, so we'll get right into it here. Libra. All right, Libra, let's get into it. We are kicking it off with Judgment. 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 Okay, Judgment. Let me say Judgment one more time. Judgment. We have the Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups. Okay. We have the World. Wow, Judgment and the World. And the Prince of Cups. Okay, underlying the deck is the Queen of Wands. Okay, Libra. The Queen of Wands has those clearly defined boundaries, has the clearly defined objectives in mind, like clear passions, clear desires, clear needs, and wants and boundaries. Basically this is sort of you in like super boss mode here, this Queen of Wands. These cards have a lot in them, but basically she is standing there with her hands on her hips, like insisting on something being a certain way. And it is an empowering thing. She's got basically people behind her sort of offering some adulation and some adoration, because you know it's an attractive position to be in. This isn't like self-conscious projecting and like fluffing up because you're insecure. It's actually a true security in oneself, and that is wildly attractive to people. They see it. Okay, so that's the underlying energy. With Judgment and the World, it's like this is sort of a final boss of your personal development in a sense through this particular cycle. Has to do with your self-worth, Libra, and I do think that basically you're succeeding in leveling up in a huge way in your life, Libra. That is incredibly significant. And again, these cards are like straight up trip energy. Like, this is a lot to take in. Even I know this is a yellow color, don't worry about that so much, out of the box a little bit here, but this imagery is almost like the crown projecting out and the will projecting out of the body. The will, yeah, the yellow, it's like a will. It's like the solar plexus, projecting out of the body, and it's and also standing on green, standing on the heart, firmly seated on the heart. The will projecting outward, and then we have basically the throat and the third eye colors kind of surrounding as well. So there's a big balance here. It's like a completion of your, again, it's a big level up. That's all I can really say. It is literally the end of a cycle, of a major cycle in your life. And so congratulations. Now, I guess as a side effect of that, the Prince of Cups is Mr. Wonderful in the tarot, you know, coming to present a mature offer of some form, friendship or love or otherwise, kind of extending out his hand here. I know this is hard to see because there's so much going on these cards, but basically holding out his hand here to present an offer of love. Basically, there's a cup and an ace of hearts there, which is would be the Ace of Cups in tarot. On this altar, I would call it an altar, I guess. It's actually two skulls, but it's two skulls, it's two individuals. He's offering that Ace of Cups to you. So there could very well be a situation, Libra, where obviously having brought the attention of these two brought the attention of these people by you just really stepping into this wholeness within yourself, that there is an offer being made. And I said that, the reason why I smiled like a big goofy idiot is because the Two of Cups was on the bottom of this deck. I shuffled it thoroughly, of course, but the Two of Cups was sitting right on the bottom here. There's something for you, my friends. Something for you, dear Libra. I like it. All right. Let's get some clarification going for the Judgment card. What does Libra need to know about this Judgment? I feel like this is going to be an interesting reading. Queen of Cups. Excuse me. You may have water in your chart. This is that energy of motherly, nurturing, emotional support. You balanced your water and your fire, Libra. All right. We have the Chariot. So now we have the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. This is Cancer. So you might have Cancer in your chart. They're both Cancer cards, really. The Chariot. Okay. Time to go. Time to go somewhere. And we got the Ace of Wands. A brand new passion. Brand new inspiration. I think... I wonder, Libra, if maybe you have a Cancer that is very keenly interested in you. Interesting. And we have the King of Wands on the bottom here. So we've got water and fire. King of Wands is persistent. Persistent in the face of adversity. Again, mastery. So any king is like mastering their respective suit. This is a mastery of your passions, being able to manage, being able to be fully integrated in understanding and processing your passions and not letting them override you. It could be a person, again, like a Cancer with fire energy, or a cusper, maybe like a Cancer Leo cusp, something like that. But it's also, again, kind of speaking to that energy. Like we had that Queen of Wands earlier, and I feel like the King and Queen of Wands are obviously very complementary to one another. And it could be that you're part of your glow up, in a sense, is like really integrating both of those energies, you know? I don't know, though. But let's get some clarification on the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. All right, one more shuffle for you, Libra, and we'll get right into the Knight of Cups. All right. We have the Eight of Swords. There was a sensation of being trapped. So I was picking up on something before getting here, and I always do that. I wish I'd just say it. Spirit's trying to teach me a lesson as I go through this channel. It's like I get hits and I don't say them because I'm not sure. Sometimes they wind up being right. Eight of Swords. It's a sensation of being trapped. This is a unique Eight of Swords because it has, you see, there's two people in there, right? It's very interesting to me because the eights in tarot are all about very individualistic energy. It's sort of like individual empowerment, or in the Eight of Swords case, a lack thereof, but it's sort of about individual empowerment. So to have both in here is interesting. I would say that it's sort of like a balance of the masculine, like the masculine and feminine energies in here. They do look sort of ethereal. They look a little bit like, you know, phantom in a sense, and that makes me feel like it's more the energy of it. Let's get more context. Okay, Prince of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles, there's a tactfulness to this. I'm not really sure yet. And the Nine of Swords. Yikes. Okay. Underlying the deck is death. 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 Right. The reason why judgment is here and what we were just talking about. I was reading on judgment, and then I'm talking about this person and this inspiration. I think what's going on, the chariot, let me just back up, because the chariot is taking you away. The judgment card, I think, is taking you away. It's like taking you away from the previous person that you loved and towards something new. So for some of you, you may be in the process, either it was a past relationship, or it was a situation where you were pining for somebody or attracted to somebody deeply and it wasn't being reciprocated. The Queen of Cups, with that pouring out of love, the pouring out of emotion that she does, I feel like maybe this was your energy, Libra, that you were pouring into somebody, but you're being removed from that circumstance and focused on a new passion. And that is sort of the test portion of like what you're going through at this time. This Knight of Cups, I kind of feel like it's something that feels out of reach. Something that feels out of reach, something that feels unobtainable. There is a sense of being stuck here. I'm wondering, with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it's such interesting energy. This Prince of Pentacles, excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles here. This Prince of Pentacles has got this look on his face, like he's contemplative, very calm and collected and contemplative about a situation. There's a lot going on up here. A lot of careful planning and contemplation. So he's kind of just sitting there with his arms folded. It looks like he's not doing anything, but that's not the case. There's a lot going on up here. A lot of work going on up here, not so much externally. It's the key to getting out of this. So Libra, and it's so funny. I sometimes with you guys, it's like sometimes, man, you really, really want me to work for it. This is it's the key to getting out of this nightmare energy. I mean, the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords together, this is some shitty energy right here. Like feeling stuck, feeling unable to move, feeling like you're trapped in a loop, and just a lot of mental anguish and being way up in your head thinking about these things. A lot of fear and everything, right? The Knight of Cups, I think, is offering you your own cup. For some of you, he's offering your own cup. Like he's saying, this is your own emotional needs. The Ace of Cups could be represented in different ways. It is one cup. It could be a lesson in self-love. And I think the Knight of Pentacles was really making a suggestion that you slow down and think about what you're doing in a constructive way versus letting the thoughts sort of fly in all in a panic, right? There's a lot of mental energy between the Eight and Nine of Swords there that is just extremely difficult, Libra, and you know this. Death, obviously underlying the deck, this is about transformation. And we talked about transformation at the beginning of this video. It's sort of it seems to be telling a story of you finding that power within you. But something in the past regarding another person, I think, is really closing out, and I think you're learning how to proceed forward with it. In other words, you're learning how to move forward in a new energy, a new empowered energy. Let's get some clarification on the world here for you. It's a major cycle, Libra. I mean, it's Judgment and the world. It's just, yeah. What do we need to know about the world for my Libras? All right, regarding the world, we have the Three of Pentacles. There's something you're meant to be working on. I think you know that. Eight of Wands. Yeah. So it could be some communication coming in, an opportunity. I almost feel like maybe in some ways, the Prince of Pentacles I talked about earlier was like an energy to embody, to kind of get focused on how you're going to move forward. But I also feel like that could as well be something that's being presented to you. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, so there could be an opportunity come in to collaborate with somebody in a meaningful way. And we have the Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. This is literally that messenger. It's like, hey, there's an opportunity on the horizon. There's an opportunity for you to do something different. And so I think Libra, in a lot of ways, it's like the energetic shift here is pulling you away from the energy of this person. This past person is going to fade out of your mind in a sense. It almost feels like, well, however it goes down, I'm not really sure. Again, I don't know your specific circumstances, but it feels like it's more of a never was than a on and off. I think it feels like just a pining energy or an attraction that's not coming to fruition. So if that's your story, I think basically in order to move on, it's like, it reminds me of a parable in the Bible. Did I quote Bible to you last time? I don't know. I can't remember. That's so funny. What is up with that? I'm not a Christian. Okay. But anyway, the parable of like cleaning out your house, right? You clean out the space and it's empty. And, basically, if you leave it empty, it'll just get filled up with more junk again. Like, if you don't fill the space, something will fill the space for you. And so if you want your mental energy to be yours uniquely, you need to find something to fill that with. If your energy is focused on pining for somebody that's not available, you need to replace that energy with something that you can be about and that you can be doing. If you just try to eliminate it by just sort of willing it out of your headspace, you might be successful for a period of time, but it's going to come back again. That void needs to be filled. The emotional need needs to be fulfilled. Okay? Yeah, Prince of Swords is on the bottom. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. He's the gung-ho guy. So something may be swift. Well, we had the Eight of Wands talking about that quick communication, and I feel like there is also something coming in towards you at a fast pace as well. It's this opportunity. This Three of Pentacles is a collaborative opportunity. So somebody may have something to offer you in terms of a business idea or some kind of project to either volunteer or make money on, or both. But it's something I think that's going to align more with your passions. That Ace of Wands is there for a reason. There is something that's going to replace that void that the person has left in you energetically, you know? So, oh, that flipped over, didn't it? All right, we're taking a look. That void that, was potentially left empty. I feel like something's going to come in and fill that very quickly. And it looks like some kind of opportunity for you. We have the Princess of Wands. Yes, the Princess of Wands is really a card of like recalibrating where your passions lie. It's the card that comes right after the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is really like literally releasing a burden, right? It's letting go of something. When you let go of something, the Princess of Wands has one wand here. One wand. We're back at the Ace of Wands, which is all about a brand new inspiration. This time around, through this major cycle, when you find that new inspiration, it's going to be much more aligned with your true soul's purpose and heart's desire. There's a lot of spiritual healing that's involved in that. When you release something, it leaves room for the new thing, right? And that's why I always say that this card has got so much spiritual healing in it, is because you finally let go of something that had grown, a passion that had grown burdensome. It had become like a cancer in your body, and you finally release it. You finally cut it out, and it's just, now I can see clearly, I can get clarity and recognize how clouded my vision was when I finally released the thing, right? Yes, this beautiful soul is got the brand new thing. The wand is just sort of hovering over her head there, and she's fully immersed in elevating that idea, that passion. Cool. All right, we need 2 more cards for you, Libra. Very cool. Very cool. Congratulations, Libra. You know, we all have different life cycles and lessons we have to learn, and I think this is one that is going to be so fulfilling for you. I really do. It feels very positive. The sun, yeah, it feels very positive. The sun, it's a card of celebration. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm going a little slow here. It's just because these cards are relatively new to me, and my epiphany this morning actually was that, because I've been kind of working with them personally, and I'm like, these are hard. But I had an intuitive hit this morning as something came up, and I gave a quick private for a friend, and they just called out of the drawers like, no, use us. And so here we go. The key was service to others. Imagine that. Yeah, it's you and your higher self. Look at this. You see how there's 2, like the lower there is a lot more solid of a person in that sun energy, and that beam coming out leading to that higher self. That there's kind of a embodiment of a spirit in that upper sun, right? Oh, that's so fantastic. Actually, there's a lot of, I know you're not going to be able to see them, so I'm not going to bother to keep showing you, but there's some other faces that I'm seeing in there. But this is like such a big celebration, and many arms too. It's about you and your higher self, and its various forms, your spirit guides, all celebrating together. There's an overarching big giant face in there too that's almost got a lion-esque quality to it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry, yes, I'm going very slow, Libra. I hope that you're finding it valuable regardless. Yeah, I don't know when I became a tarot nerd, but now I'm a tarot nerd, and I'm surprising myself with that fact because I didn't used to collect. I had a few decks, whatever, but my partner has seriously influenced me, and now I'm, I gotta have this deck, I gotta have that deck. It just keeps going and going. Oh my god. And the 10 of Cups! Yay! Hooray! I knew it was gonna be happy, Libra. 10 of Cups, come on. The things that you were pining for in this situation, the deep connection and that deep partnership, it's coming around for you. Libra, it's coming around for you. Definitely. I feel like you kind of had to release it and let it go a little bit, but then here it comes. It's right back in your face. This lovely, emotionally fulfilling, happy situation. I do recall having the King of Wands. Yeah, it was underlying earlier, and then having the Sun card here. Libra, some of you may be looking at a fire sign, a Leo even, perhaps. And I talked about cusp energy. Do you recall? I just did. I talked about cusp energy. It could be a cusper. That's right. Yes. That could have been your past person. That could be your current situation that might be coming in. Maybe something will be rekindled. For some of you, there could be a rekindling of an energy here that you didn't anticipate. It requires you to release it, and that gives it the opportunity to sort of shift, right? Underlying the deck is the 6 of Swords, which is a nice reprieve from conflict, right? Moving into calmer waters, moving into a time of peace. Also some traveling. Libra, this is Great. This is really great. There's a, yeah, it's kind of birthing a new time. There's a fetus at the top of this card. At the top here in this eye, there's like it's a rebirth. There's a fetus. There's a little baby. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, isn't that nice? Look at that baby. Okay, Libra. I'm going to get a little Lenormand for you here. A three card spread. Right quick, just for a little advice maybe, because we do have some, it's a little vague still, you know, a little up in the air. That Three of Pentacles is, there's an opportunity, obviously leading to something great, but I'm wondering if we could get a little bit of practical advice here maybe. We've got some earth, you know, that we had the Knight, we had the Prince and Princess of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, so there's some earth energy, and it's related to messages about it, about the 3D and actions in the 3D and a potential project in the 3D, right, with the Three of Pentacles. So let's see if there's any further clue here. Key, yeah, the Pentacles are key. The physical, the tangible 3D is key. Some of you need to ground. The switch, card 11 it's like repetitive motion. It can be self-harm, detrimental stuff. And then the 10 is the scythe. This can symbolize, it can symbolize a lot of things. Death, it can symbolize cutting something off, or quick motion, or something being cut away quickly, right? I'm going to break the rules and do an underlying. There's a portal, 60. Tunnel, I don't know. This is not a traditional Lenormand card. These all are. There's a portal. There's a portal for you to step through. Again, with Judgment and the World, there's a portal opportunity for you to step through. The key to you making it through the portal is to stop beating yourself up, stop doing the self-repetitive motion, stop doing the self-harm. Cut it out. Cut it out. So if this is like, again, with the pining, if the message for you is about the pining for somebody that's unavailable, and you keep cycling it and cycling it and cycling it, it's time to just cut it out. Just knock it off. Knock it off. Stop it. Okay? The key is to cut that out, that repetitive motion. So some cycle needs to be broken for you to step into that, into that energy of closing out the major cycle and really stepping into this beautiful 10 of Cups, Sun, Page of Wands energy. My goodness. Libra, okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you watching, and especially if you're coming back after seeing me once before, I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed and this resonated, please consider subscribing. I would be honored. Like the video if you liked it. Again, I would be very honored. And I hope to see you next week on Super Windy Saturdays, Libra. Until then, take care. Best of luck with this energy. Have a beautiful week. And you're ready. You're ready for the healing. You're ready for the healing to begin. All right, my friends. Take care.